And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Set, ready. Go to base. 50 seconds to Mike. All day, baby. All day.
The first carry now. This is Hill. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, it's Hill. He spins free. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Fields being chased out left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Come on. You better bring it. Slam.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Set, hut. 60 outlaw. 54. Mike 54. Go. Go. Ball trot. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To throw on 2nd down, Fields. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go. 1500. Hey, pick your game up.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Hey, switch gears. Check go. Check 99. Check 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Joyner, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, defense, come on. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. Don't get nervous. Mike 51. All day, dog.
2nd and 11. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there, good for his Saints' 1st down.
There we go.
And the Saints' 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 25 yards that time.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. You better be.
Back to throw. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mike 54. What we got? What we got? Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Check pass.
To throw on 3rd down. Fields. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Ready. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down now, it's Boyd. We're scoreless after 1.
You got it. You got it.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. On 2nd down, Joyner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They'll find Lindsey here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Fields. He sets to fire. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Fields. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
I'm coming after you. Deuce.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 24, check 24. Watch twist, watch twist.
They'll run on first down. Joyner. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And it won't be a pick six, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
They'll try the left side. Joyner. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. Shit.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Joyner. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And a give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Saints first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Nifty move. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Let's go.
On first down, Joyner. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw on 2nd down. Fields looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down. Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers get a score closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They find some open field here. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on first down. Joyner. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
To throw again, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's going to be a long day. Alert 3, alert 3. Echo, echo.
From the gun, Fields. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On 1st down, Fields throwing middle, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Check 31, check 31. Watch the eye. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Order.
Operating from the gun, Fields. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. from 6 yards away. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Looking to throw. Fields. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third and long. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check. Lucky. Switch. Go. Check 52.
On fourth down, Fields. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Steps away.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
Zero.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Tight down. There you go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. On 4th down, Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to it and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 23 yards, the final tally. On 1st and 10, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for number 10, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Yes. What you doing? Me? Do you have work to do? You sure? Get up. Get up. Get all these nasty clothes like this. Just get them off. Everything you got brown. Get it and take it downstairs. I want that. Get the soda can out here.